Alright then, and hello there, people, and we are back with doing some God Eater, and we're starting up God Eater 2 now. I say as, sounded like my mic got reduced, cause it did. Perfect. Let's see if that works out. Excellent. Let's actually get in here. I have to find my own stream. Yeah, there it is. There's my own stream. Yes, so we're doing God Eater 2. I believe yesterday I just changed some stuff. Made sure it's at 60, mainly. Yeah, the control settings, which, why do... Always question. It's like, why don't these have PlayStation controls? But, whatever. We'll be getting into that stuff eventually. Change the pick activation settings on plate selection, or pledge selection. We're not going to be getting into pledge for a long time. Mainly what I want is like radio settings. Yeah, it's changed. Yeah, radio voice effects on. Cool. So I think we are good. Let's start up. Insinuating I can never fucking spell. There we go. Just gotta start the character creator. Is it 7? We generally had. Yeah, we'll go 7. They generally don't have a hair accessory. Even though there's a freaking ton. Or any additional flares. Oh, you can change iris size. There we go. Go turquoise.
We sought to.
I'm fresh out of ammo. Backflip.
Aw,
This will be a challenge.
this is getting to be a. Everyone, get your head in the fight.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll start with that. I'll probably re-add this later. we'll begin to lots of scenes way later.
Listen close, you will hear from the dark a song to banish all your fears. Melody of birds taking wings soar into the sky. Aria of the light made to quell the raging storm into a sigh.
Might think, alright, that's a new Deus Pita. No, we deal with that thing way faster than we deal with the Deus Pita. I guess it is the first Scion we fight, but that's like about it.
The restless god sings, my child, at the rise of a new mythology. Such a sweet symphony, and its prelude shall begin with thee. Please try to relax. After all, you were chosen to be here. I shall now test your God Arc compatibility and your potential to join the anti-Aragon impunity force, the God Eaters. I say test, but please don't concern yourself with such words. All will be well, I assure you. The restless god already knows all about your nascent potential. I wish you the best of luck.
Incompatible?
Not this one. Look closely. They show the same spirit you did after your baptism, Julius. Congratulations! You have risen where others would fall. You have become a God Eater. Soon, the power that sings through your veins will be awakened. You will be welcomed into our elite special forces, the Blood Unit. Blood are my chosen soldiers, superior to all other God Eaters. My finest warriors will herald a new dawn for all humankind. For now, rest. You must recover your full strength. I expect great things.
Perfect. Pass the aptitude test. Alright, I was wondering, did it throw us into immediate tutorial, or can I change my loadout? Alright, you've obtained add-on items. It's available at the shop. You obtained add-on characters who are available in free missions. Cool. Alright, so, As opposed to being in the den, even though we're going to get to the den at some point. We got some other things. Alright, yeah, all the stuff seems fairly standard. Is here is we can actually view tutorial movies about, like, all the various weapons special moves. Excellent, but I forgot where the hell my loadout change is at. Oh, here. The terminal. Alright, you can change your upgrade equipment, craft items, manage your inventory, and save progress at terminals. Alright, so let's have the database first of all. Yeah, bullet editor, which will probably just do the same thing it did last time of just doing double shots. Alright, failure PR. Subject to all new members of the Blood Unit. A number of items and bullets vital to mission executions can be purchased at the vending machine in the lobby. Restore a pill to prevent being killed in action are absolutely essential. Make sure that you're carrying some before departing for missions. Check your mail periodically to ensure you're receiving the latest updates on new products arrive. Yeah. Alright. So first of all, loadout. You can change your god arcs, clothes, and even trade equipment sets to make changing more convenient. You can check your skill effects. Strategic use of skill effects are essential for making missions go smoothly. Press the start button to view your skill effects. So right here, there's the skill effects on the sword. Here you're currently equipped skill effects, as well as detailed information on each skill effect. High level skill effects are more powerful, and some skill effects only activate level 10, per what we know before. You can press... is that triangle? I think that's triangle. Toggle the between skill effects and effect lists. Many guard arcs have attached skills to them, and some skills provide multiple skill effects. Skill effects are great for helping during missions. Be sure to use the powerful skills when they become available. Yeah, it's triangle. But what we're gonna do, we're switching over to the scythe. Alright, we already set up with a sniper rifle and a shield. Cool. Some differences that we actually have 2 upgrade slots now. I guess we started with 2 upgrade slots before. Alright, so we also have a Devour style, since we don't have the multiple Devour arts that we did from Guide Year 1, so we don't have the temporary buffs that we're working with. Alright, bullets. You can customize bullets and change ones you're carrying. Your bullet inventory changes when you equip a new gun. Alright, so, yeah, all set to this. Let's edit these. I want... where is it? When one foe's hit. Alright, so we're on freezing. And we need to go down to spark. Yeah, just time delays is mainly the things that is done. Yeah, when one foe is hit. Yeah, we should probably have normal. Do we actually... We actually can't have none. So we'll probably just unequip this. There we go. Also all the bombs. We'll have the healing shot. And on ally hits, there we go. Yep, we edited Spark, now we need to edit Divine. And there we go. Edited our stuff. Real basic, but that's what we're working with to start with. Alright, here you can craft materials, obtain through missions, and upgrade equipment, and craft new items. Upgrade equipment unlocks new skills, so upgrade often. Yeah, so like install skills. Here you can install skills you found in abandoned guard arcs into your own guard arc. Yes, because abandoned guard arcs are stuff you get immediately instead of having to wait to difficulty 4 in God Eater 2. A +1 abandoned guard arc allows you to improve the basic capabilities of a guard arc to a maximum of +30. First, select your current guard arc and the guard arc you would like to install the skill into. Got it. Apparently got no materials to craft off of. Yeah, control units. There's a bunch of control units we can already make once we can figure out what these materials are. And then upgrade parts. We got one upgrade part that's probably HP, if I remember right. And there are 2 upgrade paths for the basic scythe. But yes, also, let's just save it for now. Alright, Fran. Congratulations on passing the Gaudier and Blood aptitude tests. I'm Fran, your operator. Now that you pass the test, you've officially been granted clearance access to the database. I'll be doing everything I can to provide support for your time as a rookie Blood. What's a God Eater? The God Eaters are the only ones who can stand against the origami that threaten our existence. Soon you'll be out there with them. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Yeah, God Eaters are also technically origami. Alright, what's Blood? Some God Eaters are compatible with special bias factors, making them the best of the best of the best. If you'd like to know more, you can check out their entry in the database. You'll find it in the terminal. Alright, what's the database? The database contains all kinds of information. Take a look if you come across an unfamiliar term. You can access the database from a terminal to your right. Got it. You can't go on a mission until your bias factor is fully bound. You can look around here for now. How about taking some time up in the gardens? If you're unsure what to do next, come talk to me. Alright, you can use the elevator to travel to different areas. So, what we got in the database? Well, how about we get some information? It's probably not in this category. Good job. Yes, the archaeology, which is what the den is. Also, the Friar, I think, is technically an archaeology. High-density residential complexes are both self-contained and self-sufficient. Also called autonomous metropolises. Yes, and then the Red Rain. A weather phenomenon which began within the last 6 months, the year of 2074. First recorded in the Far East. It was named for the red color the raindrops. When a human comes in physical contact with the rain, there's a high likelihood that they will contract the Black Plague. A brief time after the rain has fallen, the red color vanishes and changes to regular rainwater. This cause is still unknown. Yeah, we'll get into that. Origami. Called gods, they are the enemies of mankind, appearing suddenly and without warning in the 2050s. Kind of. Origami are composed of oracle cells, with the ability to devour anything and everything, and to quickly mutate. A wide variety of different breeds soon covered the earth. Conventional weaponry proved utterly inefficient. Shortly after their appearance, most of the planet's cities were reduced to ruins. Their name comes from an ancient Eastern word for innumerable gods of the world. It's like, technically, an origami is a colonnade, not a single thing, which we'll probably, I forget if we get into it in the second and third articles on origami. Origami are conglomerations of hundreds of thousands of thinking, voracious, single-celled organisms. So here we go, yes, they're colonnades. Each oracle cell is specialized in a certain task. If it looks like an eye, it works like an eye. If it looks like a fang, it works like a fang, and so on. Each origami contains a single core. Some contain more. Which controls the entire composite creature. In other words, the brain. Destroying an origami core will cause the entire creature to scatter and fall apart. However, since the remaining oracle cells will eventually simply reform into new origami, ridding the world of creatures is deemed impossible. Alright, the origami armor. Also called anti-origami wall, a wall built using materials imbued with bias factor, immune to being devoured by oracle cells, used for a number of different purposes, including walls to protect the Fenrir branches from origami attacks, transport helicopters, god arc parts, and god arc restrainment systems. And it's mainly that the bias factor is like the origami just don't like it, so they don't try to eat it. Alright, the armlet. Officially named the P53 armed implant. This is a piece of equipment worn by god eaters and also a symbol of their station. The armlet fuses with the body of the user and can never be removed. The user's nervous system uses the P53 bias factor to interface with the god arc, allowing the user's full control of the arc's oracle cells. The locator beacon and the terminal interface are also included. There have been some complaints and requests for the size reduction due to the difficulty of putting clothes on and other daily tasks. Yep, it just continues to get bigger. Alright, and oracle cells. Discovered at the appearance of the origami. They are what make up an origami. These cells have two purposes, to think and to eat. Although their existence has been recognized globally, determining the total number is deemed impossible. Each cell is a self-contained organism capable of existing on its own. Oracle cells contain no DNA or carbon, and so are genetically fundamentally different. Possessing a highly developed digestive system, these cells are capable of devouring anything. The oracle chip, also simply called a chip, these integrated circuits simulate oracle cells to artificially induce high energy physical changes necessary to generate oracle bullets. Alright. Oracle storage system. A system developed to store oracle cells that can hold on to them despite their ability to devour anything. Despite its wide use, little is known about how it works. One of the most important basic techniques of oracle cell research is the oracle cell research study. And then the Fenrir Research Institute, officially named the Fenrir Research Institute Apotheosis Reinstatement. The branch directly controlled by Fenrir and headquarters is a mobile fortress. Its goal is to reinitialize the Apotheosis Reinstatement. And though it is run by name of Gregory de Grimslow, Dr. Rachel and Leah Graugis shoulders most of the work, which includes god arc soldiers and blood research. Dr. Leah can be considered the de facto branch director. Alright, and then the apotheosis reinstatement. A plan that has been pursued by two main researchers afield with the Friar, Dr. Leah, Dr. Rachel Cloudus. The goal of the plan is to restore humankind as the ultimate species. Current projects include Dr. Leah's Goddard Soldier research as well as Dr. Rachel's blood research. These projects will be key to the success of the program. The main investor is Director Graham. Alright, close range projects would be like melee arcs, like the variant scythe. Custom parts that can be attached to the Goddard made of biofactor code material. They are Devourers. Origami bodies are essentially massive oracle cells, and existing physical weapons were initially ineffective at damaging them. However, with the addition of close-range parts, the layer of the oracle cells are delivered by the system to the blade's hammer's edge, effectively devouring the origami with each hit, maximizing damage. And then the black armor, which is what we have, which is probably specifically the blood unit armlet, officially named the P66 Armed Implant. This is the armlet worn by members of Blood. Unlike normal armlets, it makes use of the P66 bias factor from the Oracle Cell control system. The base format is the same as the normal armlet, but the black coloring and cross attachments differentiate it. Alright, and on cores, officially known as Oracle CNS, it is a bundle of Oracle cells that access the origami's central nervous system. Every origami possesses a core. Extracting these cores without damaging them allows them to be alerted and separate the nucleus of a god arc. Cores altered in this way are called artificial CNS. Even damaged cores can be used to produce many types of weapons and thus extremely valuable. Extracting cores from origami is one of the Godier's most important duties. And then FPBS, which I don't remember what this one specifically is, officially known as, it's a public broadcasting service. Also known as the Fenrir Public Broadcasting Service, Fenrir run channel broadcasting news, entertainment, and propaganda. Mainly propaganda. The only official TV channel in the world, Buccarelli made before the appearance of the origami, was a popular show with peak viewership topping 60% of the population. Propaganda is broadcast in between news and entertainment programs. Current propaganda frequently includes Goddard soldier recruitment ads. What is a God Eater? The men and women of Fenrir who wield God Arcs to fight the origami. In order to use a God Arc, Oracle cells must be implanted within bodies. Although their job is fraught with peril, their reward was very high pay. Because of the luxurious standards of living this affords, many include their families, glorifying the God Eaters. Retirement is possible after a set number of years, or if the value of an officer is recognized. However, many God Eaters die well before retirement. And then the gun part. Custom parts are attached to a God Arc, made from bias factor code material. They are devour resistant, loaded with oracle bullets. These parts can forcibly eject oracle cells when a God Arc is in a high energy state. The amount of oracle cells that can be shot at once is limited, so oracle cell replacement is essential for continual use. And what is a general God Arc? The only weapon capable of contending with an origami, officially known as an artificial CNS. It is itself an origami housing in a man-made core. Bias factor administered into the God Eater's body functions as an intermediary and allows the user to control the God Arc through the armlet. Oracle cells must be implanted deeply into the user's nervous system, and the user's DNA must be compatible with their personal God Arc. I.e., don't touch someone else's God Arc. They'll try to eat you. If someone touches a God Arc that they are not compatible with, their body will be devoured by the oracle cells in that God Arc. In order to prevent this, There is a rigorous DNA analysis process through which compatibility candidates are found. The number of Godarks produced is very small, and although when a Godyard dies or retires, their Godark is passed to another, oftentimes no compatible candidate is found and remains in storage. Alright, a Godark can be equipped with custom parts such as close range parts, gun parts, shield parts. These parts are produced from oracle cells that make up an origami body. God Eaters can only use oracle cells they receive from destroying origami in their mission to upgrade their Godarks. Alright, and then the Godark soldiers. Yeah, a bunch of stuff is gonna be going into like what happened in the first God Eater, so we'll get through all these. Alright, the Godark soldier, which will be very, very familiar with the Godark soldiers later. A humanoid mechanized weapon making use of Godark oracle cell control systems that were originally conceived by Dr. Depeus Claudius. Dr. Leah had assumed leadership of this research and heads the Man Godark Soldier Division, while Dr. Cujo handles the Unmanned Soldier development. Unmanned Godark soldiers have not yet seen a single successful mission without outside help, but if they were successfully implemented, it would be a welcome alternative. Godark soldiers have a high potential equal to that of a larger origami. Top speed and attack strengths are also greater than those of average second generation God Eaters, so that would be like Soma or Coda. They would be second gen God Eaters, I believe. Maneuverability issues are greatly mitigated by the human operator, and because the operator doesn't need a compatible bias factor, the soldiers are gaining the attention of general citizens. Commercials and public announcements requesting Godark soldier pilot applications are being broadcast worldwide on the public broadcasting system. Alright, and the Red Nimbus, which that's how we're able to find out it's gonna have a red rain. A cloud of a cumulonimbus shape from which red rain falls. It forms overhead at an unnatural speed, and rainfall begins in under 30 minutes, leaving very little time for safe evacuation after sighting. The cloud covers a land area of several kilometers by several tens of kilometers, similar to natural cumulus clouds. Alright, and the shield parts, custom parts that can be attached to it. Godark, made from the bispector code material, they are devourers and thus are usually used for protecting against origami attacks. Additionally, these parts have a special construction that allows them to hook the bispector over the shield surface during development, allowing for maximum damage reduction against the dangers of both physical damage and devouring. In terminals, a regulation communications device required to access Spinner's central information system, linked with the arrays of servers found in the heart of every branch. They are used for a variety of different purposes: managing inventory, ordering Godark assembly, etc. Terminals grant access to the vast archives of pre-origami music, videos, and more. God Eaters often sneak time with them to have a bit of fun. Alright, and first generation God Eaters, or Godarks. A weapon that greatly outperformed all existing anti-origami weapons at the time and gave humanity the first real hope to stand up against the origami. There were two types, melee Godarks and ranged Godarks. Both need to use oracle cells collection to release, and second gen Godarks. In the first generation Godarks, there was a need to split oracle cell collection and release between two types, but second generation Godarks combine the two roles into one weapon. Alright, so no. Soma and Coda, they were first gen God Eaters, essentially. You won weapons with changeable armaments, a melee type, and a gun type. In this way, a single user can fulfill 2 roles. Due to the increase in versatility and combat performance, each second generation God Arc as of 2074, second gen compatibility testing has become commonplace. And third generation God Arcs refers to the God Arcs wielded by Blood Special Forces unit, although essentially the same as second generation God Arcs. The characteristic bias factors used for control, along with potential for blood awakening, have let them be called this name. Alright, then the moon greenification. A strange phenomenon that occurred in 2071. The moon, which has been white up until that time, suddenly changed appearance to look much like the Earth. It is theorized that the color change was realized by a sudden burst of plant life on the surface, hence greenified. Outer atmosphere aeronautic technology was largely lost to mankind, but some specialists believe that the moon now hosts a hydrosphere and crust very similar to Earth's own, because that's where Shio fled to. And then compatibility candidates, which is how God Eaters are made. A person who has been chosen by a computer for potential of the appropriate genetics to be compatible with a God Arc. They are simply a candidate. However, in order to become a God Eater, they must pass the compatibility test. Those living under the jurisdiction of Fenrir must register at birth, and if identified as candidate, take the compatibility test. This is an unavoidable duty. Age decreases the chances of passing the test, and as a result, most candidates are between the ages of 12 and 18 years old in the compatibility test. The final test to determine whether the compatibility candidate can join with a God Arc. The test is given by intravenous injection of bias factor infusion of the armlet. Success means the candidate is accepted by the God Arc and becomes a God Eater. Failure means the candidate's body is devoured like a slab of meat by the God Arc. Modern testing is accurate, and test failure is very rare. By very rare, they mean 10%. But it is understandably a dangerous test between life and death. However, FPVS recruitment commercials make it seem no more than a simple blood test. Yeah, if you fail the blood test, you're dead. Alright, rations. Food is provided by Fenrir. There is no special requirement for receiving rations, but accepting rations means you're putting yourself under a Fenrir's jurisdiction. Ration recipients are entered into the database, and if you are chosen by compatibility candidates, you must take the compatibility test. Alright, pistol form God Arcs, which are technically proto-God Arcs. Yeah. Also called the Zero Generation God Arc. This is the first God Arc that's ever been developed. Its core is that of a small origami, limiting the size to a pistol. Has few oracle cells and severely limited functionality. The first generation of God Arcs were based on designs that were built with mid to large scale of ogre tails and other origami. And what is Fenrir? Operates under the motto protecting humanity, revitalizing science, when in fact it leads the world. Fenrir possesses... There. Hopefully you guys can't see my fucking flashing mouse. Yeah, Fenrir possesses God Arcs, and orbital technology allows it to effectively control society. Began as a modest biotech and biochemistry business specializing in grains, now at the forefront of oracle technology and following the origami outbreak. Based in the former Northern Europe, it has branches worldwide, and Fenrir credits the currency Fenrir pays God Eaters upon mission completion. The denomination of FC, Fenrir credits, valid is not just inside Fenrir, but in the outer ghetto as well. Alright, at the units, refers to a teams in which God Eaters belong. Their names and functions may differ between branches, but there's always a dearth of God Eaters. And the exchange of members between units is a common occurrence. And then what is the Friar, which is where we are? The acronym for the Fenrir Research Institute for Apotheosis Reinstatement, often called the Friar Mobile Operations Branch, in reference to its ability to relocate under its own power. And then Blood Unit, Special Forces unit formed by Rachel Claudius and the associate was Friar. Contracted to conduct large-scale elimination campaigns and rescue missions in order to guide God Eaters with latent potential exceeding that of the first generation. Its name comes from the blood powers that dwell within the members, and that must be awoken. Alright, and bias, the characteristic of oracle cells and origami colonies, limiting them to devouring a limited set of organisms. Despite being omnivorous, bias factors derived from researching this characteristic made of use of oracle cells possible, and thus oracle technology was developed. Alright, then a bias factor. A substance that drives bias, even in the oracle cells discovered and implanted by Dr. Sakaki of the Fenrir Friars branch. Materials made using this substance have a natural resistance to the origami and were refined and developed into origami armor. Additionally, by adapting it for introducing it to the body, it becomes possible to control God Arcs, with the side effect of rapidly increasing the body's abilities. And then, what is the Magnolia Compass? An orphanage established by Dr. Rachel. Its chief financier was Dr. Rachel's father, the late Dr. Didlus Claudius. Each child was given a special education tailored to their skills. Even in today's difficult economy, every child from this home was, without exception, able to become independent and leave. Alright, and then the P66 bias factor, which is what we have in particular. A type of bias factor altered for use by living beings, given to God Eaters so that they are not devoured by their own God Arcs. Using the black armlet, P66 can be used to control God Arcs, injected by armlet at regular intervals. If a God Eater goes a long period without taking P66, their own God Arcs may devour them. Thus, without P66, God Eaters would soon die. Alright, of all the bias factors, P66 is only given to members of blood. Because of this, it is sometimes called bias factor blood, although the existence of P66 is theoretically proven relatively early in bias factor research. Administration to humans was exceedingly difficult before Dr. Rachel Claudius. No one ever successfully developed or utilized P66. Alright. Yeah, and we'll take a look at these as we meet these people. So far, the only one we've met is Fran. Francine Verneska de Beauregard, 16. Joined Friar in 2072. Birthday is August 26, 166 centimeters, which what makes her 5'4"? I don't know. Friar's operator in charge of mission control, mission assignment, and processing rewards. She has not been with Friar long, but her performance is stellar and her mistakes are few. She has expertly handled emergencies and encounters with new Argami on several occasions. Alright. And let's save again after all that. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we have all of these. Probably need to check and see if we can get any, Also, I just noticed the, Yeah, I was having some screen tearing. Yeah, we need to get some O ampules, which, we can't buy that many, so we'll hold off on that. Alright. Hey, you're the new rookie, aren't you? Welcome to the Mobile Fortress Friar, the pride of Fenrir. I'm rooting for you to make it full-fledged member of Blood. I'm cheering you on. Alright. Let's talk to Fran again. Congratulations on passing the God Rim Blood Aptitude Test. I'm Fran, your operator. Now you passed the test, you officially... Yeah. Oh yeah, our bias factor is technically not set, so we gotta just take a look around. Hey buddy. So you're a member of Blood. See the elevator? You can take it to the garden in the upper level. There's a garden here? Yeah, there's a nice little garden inside Friar. We all like to go there on breaks, or whenever. What's on the upper level? A lot of important facilities are centralized on that floor. Director's office, labs, and such. Alright. Good luck with your training. Let's check out the upper level first. Dr. Rachel, can't go in there right now. Or director's office? Nope. Alright, guess to the garden. Hey, Jack.
Ah, I hear congratulations are in order on the results of your compatibility test. I'm glad of your success. Please, sit. This is the most peaceful location on Friar. I come here when I have free time to reflect.
It's pretty nice.
Yes, it truly is beautiful. My apologies, I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Julius Visconti. I serve as captain of the Blood Special Forces unit, which you will soon be joining. Please, no need to be nervous. I'm rather looking forward to working with you. Well, I have some tasks to attend to. Feel free to tour Friar once you've gotten some rest. We'll speak again soon, I'm certain.
Alright. So now that we've met Julius. Perfect. We can take a look at what his entry into Norn is. Alright, nope, nothing here. Alright. Talk to the upper in the lobby to accept missions. Alright, so I guess we're set. Oh, hello there. Once you've been assigned a mission, go over to the den gate. That's the indicator over there. Yeah, so that's gonna be our place to leave. Alright, so Julius Visconti, 20. Joined Friar in 2067. Born July 18th, 180 centimeters, captain of the Special Forces Unit Blood, and the first person found compatible with P66 bias factor. He shows great skill in battle, and his keen and quick judgments are a boon to his unit. The only members of Blood to awaken Blood powers he has named Control. He passes through Dr. Rachel's orphanage, Magnolia Compass, Godark 3rd generation long blade / assault gun. Got it. Alright. Hey, Fran. Alright. How about... Yes, we already did that. We'll accept the mission. Alright, basic training. Alright, graduates of the compatibility test are required to visit the training ground to undergo basic training. They will learn God Arc fundamentals and practice them with a sparring dummy. Reviewing the training is recommended before accepting a live mission. Yeah, and we'll just get some restore pills for doing this. Cool. Alright. Dense gaze past the terminal to your right. But please, be careful out there. Prepare yourself with the terminal and begin mission by pressing the A button at the dense gate. You can also view missions you've accepted through the menu by pressing the star button. Alright, cool. Let's rock.
One of the most crucial tasks in any conflict is to understand your surroundings. Take a look around.
Yep.
Good looking. Now then, focus straight ahead. Alright, your keen eyes work well enough. Next, to movement.
Alright, so this, and then to run.
There's 2 raised platforms there. Go ahead and climb them if you will. Sometimes that difference in elevation can be the difference between victory and defeat in battle.
Yep. Alright, but first of all, let's see. That's my dodge. Yeah, I don't start with the double jump. There we go, there's...
Always be conscious of your stamina. Pushing too hard and losing your breath in battle could end in death. Let's get a quick warm-up in. Why don't you run around for a bit?
There we go. Just wanted to set both of those. Alright, yeah, let's run till we run out of stamina pretty much.
Excellent. Feeling good? Now on to the key of your life as a God Eater. Combat. That weapon you wield as a God Arc. The only tool capable of harming an origami. There, you will see some mock-ups of origami for you to test your blade upon. Fight them.
Let's see. Yeah, what's the... There we go. Yeah, it's like, what's the input for guard? Because that's going to be super important.
Your God Arc is more versatile than you might imagine. You can switch to a ranged weapon, gun form. Transform your arc and fire at those simulacrum. Attacks in gun form with its oracle power. Always watch closely to make sure you don't tire yourself out. These are the absolute basics. Now go ahead and make use of them against the origami before you.
There we go.
Once you have mastered this training, you will join blood out in the field. In real battle.
Perfect. You know, I was missing some inputs for, like, my devours. Alright, you've earned some gap. Gap can be spent to learn certain personal abilities for members who will join you in the future. Gap is earned for the first time a mission is cleared, and rarely when clearing a special mission. Materials and consumables items collected per mission are automatically sent to storage and can be accessed from the terminal. Yeah, so we just got a restore pill, we got a gap. Cool.
Hey there! You were so freaking super amazing out there today.
Thanks.
You're a newbie, huh? I mean, new to this blood special force. You know what I mean. I'm Nana Kozuki, cadet 2nd class. I just got brought up too. It's so awesome to meet you.
How was your training?
It was, well, not great exactly. What about yours?
It went fine.
Wow, that's awesome. You must be top of the class already. Don't worry though. I won't let you rest easy.
You definitely won't.
By the way, as a token of our newfound friendship, ta-da! Sandwich!
Perfect.
It's It's my mom's secret super special recipe. An amazing Odin sandwich. Give it a try. Bet you'll love it. Oops. Training starts any minute now. I almost totally zoned. Sandwiches are a blessing and a curse. Sorry, gotta run. See you soon. Oh, hey. I'll be really mad if you leave even a single crumb. So enjoy.
Yeah, we'll get more into Nana later. Also, this guy, Damien. He's essentially, Luca's assistant. Ah, if you're just game for the basic training, you must be a rookie, right? I'm Damien. Nice to meet you. I'm not really stationed here. I got sent from another station to take care of some minor stuff. I may be retired now, but I was a god here back in the day. If you'd like, I can give you some tips. Let me hear some tips. Goddard can switch between short-range and long-range combat styles. But I bet basic covered that. But still, mastery of close-range combat will have big effect on your odds of success. Experiment first, finding out a close-range weapon that suits you should provide a huge advantage. What about melee weapons? Now, you got two main classes of melee weapons, blades and polearms. We're technically using a polearm with a variant scythe. Blades and polearms have 3 different kinds of weapons. But that's enough for now. I won't want to overload your brain. We'll pick up on this later. Or I'll come back later. Alright, so... what is Devour? Yeah, we're not going to get into Blood Rage for a long time. Yeah, so it's R1 in heavy, essentially. Alright, nice work in your training. Once you get assigned on a mission, you can take the Den's Gate over there. Alright, we got some news. Alright, what we got here? From Julius and Nana. See what Julius has to say. This is Julius Visconti. I'm not used to writing these, so I'll make it short. Let's do our best. And Nana. Thanks for earlier. I was relieved that someone else joined the same time as me. Let's do our best, Kay. I'm ready to share. If you ever want an Odin sandwich. Perfect. Alright, and Nana. Nana Kozuki, 17, joined prior in 2074, born on February 22nd, 164 centimeters, assigned to Special Forces Unit Blood. Praised for her courage in the face of origami and her willingness to boldly charge where others have not charged before. However, her near complete lack of battle savvy is a big problem. Although she attended Magnolia Compass, the same orphanage as Julius, they hadn't met until Nana joined Blood Units, Godark 3rd Generation Boost Hammer / Shotgun. Alright. It seems like you did well in the last time. When you're ready, I'll have the next round ready for you. What comes after this? Once you pass the simulated combat training program, you'll be sent to a real trial battle. Your worthiness for blood will be judged in actual combat. I really hope you make it. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, basic training 2. Also, still just more restore pills. Graduates of the compatibility test are required to visit the training grounds underground special training. They will learn Godric fundamentals and practice with a sparring dummy. They'll also learn to recover materials and items on the battlefield. Reviewing this training is recommended before accepting a live mission. Alright. Alright. Please proceed to Den's Gate. It's over on the right? Cool. Let's rock.
Let's have a brief review, shall we? First, we must see where you stand. Slay this enemy, but be warned. It is stronger than your last opponent. When you can't avoid an origami strike, open your shield. It will disperse the damage.
There we go. Blocked it. And that's a perfect block. Come on. Perfect. Alright, got a knockdown.
You must always care for yourself. Healing will do you no good if you've been knocked out.
Alright. What was the... it's R3 to open up my item palette.
Still, healing does take time. The best way I've found to open up that space is with stun grenades. Now, I want you to face that origami once more.
There we go.
Your Godheart has another ability unique to these weapons. It can devour your enemies and tear from them their oracle power. By doing so, you gain a portion of their bestial strength. You become more powerful. When an opening appears, devour your enemy, then burst and slay the others arrayed against you.
Alright, so we have the emissary, which is the essential the needle shot that they do. There we go. Good job, buddy.
Devour an origami you have defeated. You will gain precious materials from its core. Such will enable further research to advance your equipment. It may be crude, but
Yeah,
salvage
simmed
all
item. Oh yeah, like I don't have an air devourer anymore.
Fall during battle. For the sake of practice, some material has been left in the training grounds. Hunt it down. Training will end in 20 seconds.
Perfect. Alright, cool.
And with that, we conclude your basic training. You are now ready to join our Blood Special Forces.
And now to see how possibly incompetent I've degraded between playing God Eater and then starting this up. Alright. Yep, got another gap, some more restore pills, got some devours in there.
Hey, I've never seen you two around before.
We're new. That'll happen.
Hi there.
Oh, you're the new recruits everyone's been talking about.
Yes, sir. We're both really excited to work with you, sir.
Sir? That has a nice ring to it. The name's Romeo. If there's anything you need to know, I'm your guy. Ask away. I'll tell you one thing, though. Blood is tough. So you'd better be ready to give it your all.
What exactly is blood?
Huh? Oh, well, that's a good question. So, thus, blood is... Okay, so there's this blood power, and, if it, wakes up, you get these cool skills. Our captain's skill is super awesome. He comes up against an origami, right? And then, bam! Slash! Explosion! He just crushes the thing. Woo!
That's so cool. Can you tell us about your special skills, sir, Romeo, sir?
Oh, hey, come on, don't ask that kind of thing. It's not easy to get a special skill. Kind of personal. Oh, I know. Why don't you take those questions to Dr. Rachel? She's the one who founded blood. See ya.
And he's gone.
Huh? Is question and answer time over already?
Yes.
Did I ask something I shouldn't have?
No. Alright, support skills system is now available. Character support skills have a chance to activate after a mission. These skills increase rewards for completing missions, breaking bonds, and other useful effects. Press start button on the personal abilities menu and the terminal to view each character's support skills. Further information on support skills can be found in a database on the terminal. Archive is available in the monitor downstairs. You can use it to watch movies and listen to music. So, why don't we actually take a look at the variant scythe abilities. Yeah, on the variant scythe. Variant scythe special moves. The round bang, which we're going to be using this a lot. Yeah, we can just do the round bang until we chunk our stamina. The vertical fang, which is an extension off of the round bang. And the cleave fang, which is an extension off of vertical fang. Generally our most powerful move right there, it's a cleave fang. Yeah. Can be used after steps, which I believe this is actually an addition in Guider 2 that you can do a partial cancel with a dodge. There we go. Alright, and for snipers. Sniper special moves, which I hardly ever used. Alright. Sniper bullets. A special sniper bullet boosts the longest range. Power increases dramatically if the target is weak to piercing attacks. Be sure to line up clean shots. Yeah, stealth field, which I hardly ever use. Yeah, so it just reduces their sight detection and the amount of sound you make. Stealth will deactivate if you shoot, transform, or take damage. You have to play stealth field if you're in active combat. Yeah, and sniper rifles have 3 levels of zoom. Cool. Actually, yeah, I was wondering, like, does it have, like, an E3 trailer that we could show off? But no. Hey, buddy. If you happen to meet Dr. Rachel for anything, you can take the elevator to the upper floor, which we'll be doing later. Later. Hey, listen to this. Romeo told me something cool. Both Romeo and Captain Julius came from the same orphanage as me. Isn't that crazy? Captain Julius. I haven't met him, but I've heard things about him. He stood out even among the elite candidates. Now I get to work with such gifted people. Sometimes I think I must be dreaming. At some point you probably wish you were. You and Anna have brought new life to blood. Thanks. Hey, Romeo. Oh, it's you. Got the bird question for me? You really take this seriously. I love it. Shoot. Tell me about blood power. Oh, that's a tough one. Well, it's a special ability unique to members of Blood. It, has something to do with the bias factor used by Blood or something. Go ask Dr. Rachel. What's Dr. Rachel like? She developed a way to use new types of God Eaters. She's the one who found the Blood unit. She also runs a huge orphanage called the Magnolia Compass. That's where Julius and I grew up. Well, I didn't meet him until we came here, though. What? Does it seem that weird to you? Well, I mean, Julius was one of the elites in the top class. But don't go tell him I said that. Alright, thanks. Sure, if you have any questions, come ask me right away, as you told us to go to Dr. Rachel for the answer. Hey, Damien. Today's lesson's on blade weapons. If you have any questions for me, I got answers. Alright, tell me about blades. About short blades. What are short blades? With short blades, you can press the enemy with rapid attacks and fast footwork. Not much power or reach. They appear simple at first, but have a hidden depth. Perhaps you'll discover unknown techniques. Who should use them? I recommend them to those who prefer hit and run tactics on the front lines. Slash, stab, escape. Aerial steps are unique to short blades. What a joy it is to nimbly dance around like an acrobat. Ah, so they have an air dash, I believe. Got any tips? They're good at thrusting and slashing. You can easily inflict debuffs with pierce type bursts. You'll have to keep a close eye on your stamina, because short of breath and you'll be a goner. Alright. How about long blades? Long blades. Long blades have it all. Power, reach, mobility. They're well balanced with longer reach than short blades. You can even do rushing attacks. You should use them. I recommend long blades for those who like to pull off clean combo attacks. Steady yourself with the zero stance and continued combos, then finish your foes up with an impulse edge. Got any tips? Understanding how to work the impulse edge into your attacks will be of the utmost importance. A built-in gun offers powerful long-range attacks, so you can also shoot without switching to gun form. Nice. And buster blades, which these are like heavy weapons. What are buster blades? Buster blades are the heaviest of the blades, and also have the most power and reach. Simply due to their weight, they excel at crushing type attacks. Who should use them? Buster blades require both composure and daring. They're best for observant and decisive fighters. Those are lacking such temperament might not be able to handle a high-powered charge crush. Any tips? The parrying upper hits are gone with counterattacks, and the advanced guard activates quickly. Your movements will be slow, but Buster Blades excel at defending and counterattacking. Alright. Other questions? Refresher, which is just the last thing you talked about. Give me the details. Nice very, but you can only learn so much from words. And for that, the database has you covered. If you want to know how to use weapons and different skills, check the database. Cool. Alright, so... the abandoned city. So we'll be going there next. The ruins of a botanical garden and library lie in rubble at the center of a vast park. Buildings have fallen into the adjacent waterfront, testaments of the sheer force of the Aragami onslaught. Perhaps because the entire facility was abandoned in a rush. Many of the library books remain abandoned and scattered about. Will the day come when the beautiful and magical tended gardens are reflecting the water once again? Perhaps. Also, I need to check something. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, that's going. Yeah. And we met Romeo. Alright. Romeo Leoni. 19. Joined Friar in 2073. Born March 14th. Height is 160 centimeters. Assigned to the Special Force Unit Blood. Although praised for his efforts to promote harmony within the group, there are many issues with his fighting style. Chiefly how he separates himself from the enemy in times of attacks. Like Julius, he also passed through the Magnolia Compass Orphanage, God Arc 3rd Generation, Buster Blade, and a Blast Gun. Alright, so, from Romeo, welcome to Blood. I'm glad I got to talk all that stuff. If you ever have more questions, just ask me. Let's have some fun out there. See ya. Alright, cool. Dr. Rachel wants to see you. She's waiting in the laboratory. Where's the lab? Take the elevator down to the upper floor level. The lab is through to the right-hand door. Got it. Hey Julius. So, you're here to meet Dr. Rachel. I have something to discuss with you too. Come see me when you're finished with Dr. Rachel. Alright. Dr. Rachel. Welcome, new candidates to the Blood Unit. I had planned to host an official dinner. However... Huh? You're just a candidate too? Nana, shut up. You don't know who she is. I'm glad to see you're getting along so well. Today, I'm going to share with you a mission and purpose of the Elite Blood Unit. Cool, we're all ears, ma'am. Origami brought mankind to the brink of ruin. Only God Eaters had the power to hold back the tide. It is our aim to usher in a new era. Blood is the best of the best, supreme to any God Eater.
Whoa, awesome.
Yeah, we are. With Julius and our special powers, nothing can stop us. Precisely. You are chosen. Your strength of will lies dormant in your veins, but can be awakened. When the members of our unit undergo this awakening, they will uplift and inspire other God Eaters. Romeo, Nana, as well as you and Captain Julius. As members of Blood, it is your duty to lead the God Eaters to teach them their true potential. Right now, the blood power lies quietly in you, but I know that you will have the will to quicken it. I eagerly await that day.
That's
I
not
won't
true.
let you down, Dr. Rachel. Yeah, I know you do, great Romeo. Hey, you're in Blood too, you know. You gotta awaken your potential with us. Alright, let's talk to her again. You've only just received your God Arc. In time, it will awaken, bringing your innermost power to form. Also, that menu's kind of important for what she's talking about with blood. Alright, Julius, what's up? You finished your training. Nice work. I've been impressed by the second wave of blood recruits. Second wave? I think it's time for the next step. We call it field training, but in a way, it's another test. Think of it as a gauge of your abilities. A way to see how you measure up as a God Eater. Alright, Whetstone. We go to the abandoned city. You blood candidates have done well in basic training. Congratulations, but it's not over yet. It's time for you to participate in a live fire training exercise, and I know just the right place. Suit up and good luck. Alright, so we can get origami extract, beetle shards, beetle toes, ochre helms, cinnabar, beetle strands. Yeah, we can get a bunch of beetle parts. Alright, cool. So, me, Julius, and Nana. This is your first field exercise, so be ready. You can use the terminal to modify your loadout. Alright. Let's take a look. Also, we have personal abilities. Alright, here you can view and change the character's personal abilities to each of them with new ones. Learning ability costs AP and GAP. AP can be earned by taking members on missions or use them as support. Up to 4 person abilities can't be set at one time. Support skills activate after missions completed. Equipping the same port skill to multiple characters increases the chance of activation. Alright, so Julius, well, first of all, yeah, we can't look at his, I know what that is, that's a blood ability he has. So, Julius starts with max out Charisma, max out Airburst, max out Team AP up, and +1 hand over max level, and Blood Power Control. And as a God Eater, he has a cap on stamina, guard radius, item speed, hand over max level, so it's at 2 then, and Stun Grenade Stock, Joint Forces, and Normal Bullet. And these are his equipped abilities. Actually, Joint Forces prioritizes regrouping after being separated from the player. Stun Grenade Stock is increased according to this level. Yeah, so he has 2 levels in hand over max level. When you transfer Origami Bullets, Max Link Burst changes, so it can just set him up to level 2 immediately. And then Trap Stock, Snare Trap Stock is, yeah, so it starts with a couple shock traps essentially. Starts with HP up, changes 5 per level, so he has more health. He has healing bullets, a bullet that heals your allies a lot. Yeah, so that's a level, that's the maxed out. Normal bullet, piercing bullet with normal power, level 10. Save Oracle for heal, saves OP to use for healing bullets. And Blood Power Control raises burst level of teammates when blood arts are used, which aren't going to be happening for a while. Team AP up. Teammates received AP increase, chance increase per level, so that's going to be something to choose after a mission. Aid Burst. Link Aid target undergoes burst shift. Starts level 10, so when Julius revives someone, will immediately go into burst. Charisma. Teammates' attack power increases, changes 2% per level, so we'll just have an attack boost while Julius is on the team. Item speed. Items can be used more quickly, changes 5% per level, so he can use his items 50% faster. There we go. Firm stance, resisting a killing blow when HP is above 51, starts level 10, so yeah. Guard Race, improves guardable range, starts at 10. So he has that from God Eater and Stamina. Max stamina increases, changes 5 per level. There we go. And what can we get you? We can get you a bunch of stuff. Well, not we'd want to change out anything currently. And what does Nana have? Nana has HPs, Stand Firm, Ignore Endurance, and All Out Melee. So All Out Melee aggressively uses melee attacks so that she'll just rush in, essentially. And Ignore Endurance. Ignores endurance conditions for rewards. Chance increases per level. Got it. And since you don't have... also you have Burst. Yeah, that's... yeah, melee attack recovers HP in Burst. Heals 2 starting level 10. So with that, she'll heal while in Burst on a melee attack. What else can we get you? Hell, how about we get you Damage Cut? Cool. Teach an ally a new ability. There we go. Probably want to get you Dexterous. Anything else? Yeah, we'll get you Dexterous.
I am so pumped! And also so hungry!
You're always hungry. Or rather, we'll find out she's always hungry. Yeah, so basic costume, blood uniform, blood special. Then Sunday best. Oh yeah, forgot. Everyone has additional costumes, I guess. Oh yeah, also, we have a bunch of alternate characters. Let's take a look. So we've got Romeo, Julius alternate, Nana alt, Romeo, Gil, Ciel, Coda, Emil, Arena, Hamori, Cannon, Lindo, Soma, Alyssa, Tusami, Brendan, Shun, Carol, Gina, and Livel. We'll meet these people way later. But yes, we can use them in free missions. Alright, cool. Let's rock. Actually, wait. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this first.
I was not informed that you would be accompanying the new recruits.
My apologies, friend. I simply have a great deal of confidence in them. I wish to see their talents firsthand.
Understood, sir. But in the future, please endeavor to keep me informed, for their sake.
Yes, of course.
Well, I hope they live up to your expectations, Captain. Good luck.
Good, you're here.
Cadet Second Class Nana Kozuki reporting for duty in the Blood Special Forces Unit, sir! I'm so super proud to be here!
Welcome to Blood. I am Captain Julius Visconti. Now, without further ado, let's begin your field training.
What?
Look out there. Those are the beasts that threaten the future of the human race. The Origami. How you slay them is of no concern, but do not halt until they stop breathing. Understood?
Wait, you mean we're fighting Origami like right now? Like, for real?
Yeah, this is why we're here.
Indeed, Cadet. You would learn little if you never fought on a real battlefield. Simply do all that I know you can, and those monsters will pose no threat. All right? Humanity has faced enemies since ancient times. Humanity has always prevailed. I know we do not have sharp fangs and rending claws to face off against our foes. But we have gifts they do not possess. Strategy, unity, cooperation. And most of all, the strength of will that binds us together. Willpower is the fiercest weapon. Our fiercest weapon. Never forget that. It's time. Forward!
Alright.
This mission's Origami are not usually prone to violence, but let's remain cautious.
Be alive, Origami!
We're here to support you, Captain.
Thank you. We're glad
There we go. That's how I pop open the map. Alright, cool. First of all, before we're gonna aggro that ogre tail, let's see. Yeah, what new... Yeah, I swear there was like a command I could get to tell people to go pick up items. But I may have been confusing that for something like token in, which I don't think I ever figured out. Yep, so he's over there. Let's currently ignore him. You know, he'll probably be coming down this way, so we're gonna have to fight him before we actually scour the entire battlefield. Alright, yeah, nothing down here, currently. Is he coming down here? Yeah, he is.
a safe distance and observe.
Disengaged origami retreating to fleet.
And he's done.
Origami neutralized.
Alright, so now we got some beetles showing up. Let's ignore them for now. Because we still gotta scour the rest of the battlefield for loot. Alright. Which, at least in this version of the battlefield, it may have just been like there's only like 3 items to pick up. Hey, you buddies. There we go. That's a dead spike. Alright, and that's that. Simple enough. Mainly because Julius is around.
We have an origami response on our scanners. It's close.
What breed?
An ogre tail.
Very well. Arcs up. Prepare to defend yourselves.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like we, essentially just evaporated an ogre tail we just fought. Alright, so. Alright, you can activate the party support skill after clearing the mission, giving only that member bonus AP. The number of diamonds in the upper right indicates the skill level, while stars found in special missions hold the maximum effect. Having a support skill does not guarantee that it will appear. Skills of higher levels appear more often. So, it doesn't really matter. Let's get AP up.
Take some rest. You've earned it.
Alright, you can obtain Abandoned God Arcs. It cannot be equipped, but skills can be transferred into another God Arc. Use the install skills menu to craft the selection for the terminal and transfer a skill or override old ones. You'll get 3 Abandoned God Arcs after completing a mission. Use skills found them to upgrade your God Arcs according to your personal playstyle. Alright, so we got with a hammer, so we can't use this. We got an oracle. You've obtained a +1 Abandoned God Arc. Transferring a skill from it will upgrade your God Arc basic abilities. God Arc abilities can be upgraded to a +30. Such a God Arc would be very expensive, so save the upgrade to ones you really like. Alright. Nice, we got a +1 with an item speed, or burst item speed. And stamina. Gain strength by devouring an origami. Nice. The number on the right of each character is their endurance, which will decrease if their HP reaches 0. If another character's endurance reaches 0, they cannot perform a link aid. And if your own reaches 0, you will fail the mission. Characters that participate in missions receive AP. AP can be used to learn personal abilities. Alright, don't know why that skipped. Cool, so we got some origami extract, beetle thorns, ochre helm, beetle shard, origami extract, beetle plate, and helm. Nice.
Cadets, you've done well today. This is an ideal opportunity to demonstrate the abilities you are to awaken.
Oh, wow, so
I focused that willpower to execute a blood art. Stand fast!
What's a blood art?
A talent that can shift the very tide of battle in your favor. Blood arts are innate skills, forged of the fire in your veins. That was a blood art. This power within us will constantly develop and strengthen as we do. With it, we can face any origami. Always remember that this is a part of you. Nothing can stand against it.
Yeah, and as we saw, Julius's blood art, it's essentially he uses Zentetsuken. Alright. Many items are available in vending machines. Be sure to stock up on restorative items such as restore pills for a mission. Thanks for the update. Yeah, so do we have no, we do not have an alternate scythe yet. Or a alternate shotgun sniper rifle. Oh yeah, so the prototype actually doesn't do anything. What we want are the other control units, since they actually have burst abilities on them. Like a gun attack would be great. Upgrade parts, we have impact armor, which has just 4 defense on it, but hey, that's nice. And then we have costume parts. And I thought we could, like, look at them. But maybe it's in loadout. Yeah. It's here we can look at them. Yeah, so like blood units. Yeah, hammer top. Yeah, for some reason I don't like the actual scythe costume, mainly because it has a hood. Yeah. Sure, we'll just put stamina on this guy for now. You can install a skill from an abandoned god arc into a god arc that you just selected. A single god arc can go up to 4 skills, but old skills can be rewritten. So you're free to customize. Yeah, so this has just Oracle 2, and we're putting on Stamina 1. Confirm that everything you want, and hit yes to install skills. Skills can be installed countless times to try a wide variety of combinations. Keep in mind that abandoned god arcs used in skill transfers are destroyed. Yeah. Alright. Heirloom. Install skill for the first time. Also, I seem to remember that, as opposed to in Guide Year 1, we'll get like abandoned god arcs that have like full stacks of abilities soon enough. Burst item speed. We'll probably hold off on that since it's a +1. And we have skill rebuilding, which is the same way that worked in Guide Year 1 of just throwing stuff in this to try and get better gear. Here you can use abandoned god arcs that you own to construct new god arc parts. The rank and number of abandoned god arcs used will affect the rank of the part constructed. You can also construct high-ranking parts by using a large number of low-rank parts. The predicted results will appear on the monitor to the right. Please note that a +1 on any of any god arcs will be lost. Yeah, so currently we can't do it since we already equipped a effect, so it destroyed that god arc. Yeah, so do we even have any variant size? No, no variant size right now. And no, or currently no sniper rifles either. Common shield, and we need a beetle strand. Or another beetle strand for the Calcius. Need some beetle toes for the soldier, or a pixie shell for that. Alright, so also, now let's actually take a look at the origami since we fought some. The Dead Spike. A small origami with the shell and horns of a beetle, native to South America. In recent years, it has spread throughout the world. Only able to attack by rushing enemies with its horn, its simple movements and attack pattern should prove no problem for a trained God Eater. Attack element none. Weaknesses freeze, blaze, spark, and divine. So it's weak to all elements. Alright, the Night Hollow. Which these are the things that we fought in training, essentially. Alright, a small origami with a single eye. Its body looks like it's wrapped in a dirty black bandage. A new species that can be found worldwide. However, its origins are unknown. Unable to move on its own accord, how is it spread is currently under investigation. Although it can fire an explosive timed oracle attack from its eye, it has no other means of attack and is quite fragile. Quite easy to exterminate. No attack element, weakness blades, freeze, spark, and divine. And then the Ogre Tail. A small origami whose tail resembles a demon's face. Usually subsisting on course as other origami. It is prolific and found throughout the world. Although new breeds of origami have been growing, ogre tails are still quite numerous. If attacked from the side, it falls quickly. However, its tailspin attack is powerful. When it clenches its legs, make sure to back away. Attack I want none. Weakness freeze, blades, and spark. Alright, what we got here? From Romeo. Shield parts. This is important, so I'll explain in detail. Shields are the god arc parts that block armory attacks and typically equip them to raise your defense. There are 3 types, each with their own defense stats and deployment speeds. I wrote them down below, so read carefully. Buckler, deploys quickly, has low defense. Shield, middling speed and defense, which is what we're gonna stick with. And Tower Shield, deploys slowly, high defense. Got it. Let's talk to these guys first. Are you making use of the terminal? The database has all sorts of info, and you can review your items and change and upgrade your equipment. Yep, we'll be doing that a lot. Hey Damien, I can give you a refresher on blade type weapons. I'll keep answering any questions you got. Yeah. So we gotta progress a little bit further for him to tell us about the other stuff. Congratulations on your first battle. You did well. Now then, you need to keep developing yourself on the battlefield until your blood power is awakened. Do you have any questions on how to go forward, especially when it comes to battlefield tactics? Give it the basics. How do I get stronger? First, you must master the fighting basics. Learn when to strike, when to shoot, and when to defend. Before you engage in missions, select God Arc parts that will exploit your enemy's weaknesses. It will also be key to select bullets of the proper type. We'll cover bullet customization another day. I want my blood arts. While I greatly admire your passion, your blood power must be awakened first. Keep improving battle and your awakening will come. Believe in yourself. as I believe in you. I want stronger god arcs. Your god arc, a man-made origami, can be upgraded with materials harvested from origami. You can perform upgrades via the terminal. Once you have some materials, you should give it a try. You can use materials obtained through missions to upgrade and craft equipment. Upgrading equipment unlocks new skills, so upgrade often. Let's go over tactics. What's crucial in battle? There's more to find than just using your god arc. You need battle awareness and squad leadership. The primary tactic is to pick off enemy one by one. Facing multiple opponents can be deadly. The idea is to destroy scattered foes at one time before they can gather together in numbers. Got it. Alright, base tactics. To do so, you'll need to remain undetected. If an eagle-eyed zygote spots you, it'll call for help. You either need to fight where the zygote won't see you, or quickly take out the zygote first. We'll do the second part. To keep your foes isolated, you must carefully consider what to fight, in what order, and where. Alright, how should I maneuver? Observe your enemies. Find the right time for the right move, know when to strike, shoot, and evade. During downtime, read up on your enemies in the database and better arm yourself against them. Alright. Ha! I know I can count on you. As a rule, God Eaters are only offered missions within their capabilities. Anything too foolhardy won't be available to you, so improve yourself by thinking on what's available. Got it. I received official word that you've been granted clearance to engage in real battles. Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. You'd think it happened to me. Also, Dr. Rachel has called for you again. She's waiting for you in her lab. I'll see what you want. I think that's a good idea. She was very happy to hear you're successful in your first mission. Alright, Dr. Rachel, what's up? You've already completed your first mission. You've done very well. I see great potential in you. I'm sure you'll soon gain your blood powers and blood arts. What are blood arts? Once your blood power unchains your inner spirit, it will unlock powerful techniques, blood arts. They might give you unimaginable power or release oracle cells to augment your god arc attacks. Blood arts heighten a soldier's combat capabilities or individual traits to their utmost limit. Is blood power the same? Blood art techniques are tied to a god art. Blood powers are inborn, unique to each person. Julia's blood art power takes control and buoys his allies' god arcs, granting them burst mode. You might not acquire the same power as Julia's. Different people gain different abilities. What's resonance? Resonance are amplified manifestations of emotions and will, known to occur between some God Eaters. I applied my research of those resonances into the development of the new P66 bias factor. The P66 bias factor allows an awakened user to express their individual resonance at will. This manifestation of resonance is called blood power. Julius has shown you just what it can do. Alright, I'll give it my best. Ha! I'm sure you will. I look forward to the day your blood power awakens. A blood power lies within all members of blood. I wonder what ability will blossom within you. Alright. Alright, before you enter into real combat, make sure you raid items for equipment you'll need. You can check out terminal On my left, once you're prepared, you can request a mission. Yeah. Alright. Please request your mission. Alright. There are 2 types of missions. Story missions to advance plot and free missions. Yeah, so there's standard, hard missions. Which the hard missions are essentially... They're like, what, 1 difficulty up is what a hard mission generally is. Because, like, we have a new, like, mid-scale origami we can fight. As opposed to standard mission, which is just, a bunch of cocoon maidens is what we're fighting here. Yeah, be ready for difficulty 12 missions, so almost have to be done with the game. Yeah, difficulty 15. Difficulty 15. Alright. Yeah, we can't even do these. So, if I'm going to do hard missions, I'm going to be doing those mainly off screen. Alright, so we have plot for Rain of Bullets. This will be another training mission for God Eater candidates. Eliminate all the Night Hollows and Cocoon Mains in the area. These are all small, immobile origami. However, the accuracy and power of their ranged attacks should not be underestimated. Practice your evasion while moving in for the kill. Alright, so we can get some Dryad parts and Pixie parts from both these guys. Very good. Alright, press the A button on an empty space and you will let you take... It'll let you select mission members. More members will be available as you progress. Alright, so... we'll just take everybody. Surprised we don't have the alternate characters available currently. Alright. Alright, got it. Let's rock.
Fight well, God Eaters. Mission commence.
I'll show all of you how it's done.
Alright, cool.
Tingly all over?
Let's just pick up this loot first. Man, I thought Nana would have been able to kill that guy before I got to him. Alright, got some Dryad parts. Excellent. And there's a Cocoon Maiden. Did it spot us? No, because it's facing the other way. Alrighty then.
Target is no longer producing an oracle response. I've greenlit the extraction.
Yeah, I thought it would just be more than 1 and 1, but there we go.
All done here. Now, to life!
Are you tired? I could use a rest.
Romeo demands more challenge in his combat.
Nothing says good fight like a post-battle Odin sing.
Alright.
I think you can probably handle something a little...
Yeah. Alright, so we get Team EP up.
Some rest. You've earned it.
Nice. First item speed. Jackpot. Discover a rare abandoned god arc. HP 1 and reward credits up. Nice. Yeah, you've already covered this. Why are you telling us again? Yeah, rough barrel, we got some pixie and dryad parts, looking good.
So glad you're here. My daughter is your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't deserve such praise.
Come now, miss. Don't be so modest.
Miss Yuno, we are truly grateful that you've agreed to help improve Fenrir's public image.
It's my pleasure. It's thanks to Fenrir that supplies are getting to those who need them. I'm just proud to help in any way I can.
Then how about a concert at our headquarters? Surely having your beauty among them would boost the troops' morale.
I'm sorry. Such a generous offer, really. But, I'd rather not leave the Far East right now. Once the food shortage in the satellite bases has been resolved, I'll gladly consider it.
Yes, of course. I'll talk with HQ myself and see what can be done. I'll have those outliers fed without delay.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Come, let's sit and discuss the arrangements.
You know, you guys are way too reckless. Always charging in at the origami. You gotta stay back. You know, analyze the enemy's movements.
Sounds like being a chicken to me.
Hey, no, getting kind of close there.
Oh,
So sorry about it.
What are you kids doing? Miss Yuno, I apologize for this behavior.
please, it's fine.
Careful there, you three. You shouldn't be horsing around in the lobby. I know you don't want to disturb our important guests.
Right. Sorry, Dr. Leia. It won't happen again.
My apologies for those rude children. I am ashamed. They're really only good for fighting, you know.
I think we lost Romeo. What's with that weird look?
Do you not know who that was? That's Yuno Ashihara!
Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Are you kidding me right now? It's Yuno, the most awesome idol ever to live. She's so pretty. I can't believe I almost touched her. Why? The one time I don't have my camera. Her scent lingers on my skin. I won't be taking a shower tonight, that's for sure.
Romeo, I think everyone would appreciate it if you kept showering. Thanks.
Not a chance. That was once in a lifetime. A glimpse of Yuno. How do you not get this?
All right. Well, whatever. Come on, let's get going.
Hey, wait for Romeo!
Perfect. Alrighty. So, Damien, I can give you a refresher on play types. Cool, thought you'd be moving on. So, since we met some more people... Like we, ran into Yuno. Yuno Ashihara, 17, a gifted singer from Nemesis Diana. Born November 20th, height 166 centimeters, travels the world in cooperation with Fenrir's PR efforts to garner support for the development of satellite bases, primarily in the Far East. Arena of Light, which she wrote and composed herself, boasts explosive popularity throughout Fenrir, currently active in the Far East branch. And we've met Dr. Rachel and Leah, so we can take a look at them. Rachel Claudius, Friar's R&D Assistant Department Head, founder of the Blood Special Forces Unit. She is the most gifted scientist ever to work at Friar. She's also the founder of Magnolia Compass Orphanage, which takes in and educates children who lost their parents to the Origamis. Specializes in neurosciences. Longs to execute the Apotheosis reinstatement plan with her older sister, Leah Claudius, and Dr. Leah. Leah Claudius, age 28, R&D Department Head of Friar, born September 6, 174 centimeters. Took over the Goddard Soldier research from the late Dr. Jesus Claudius and is leading the research on the man Goddard soldiers, essentially possessing the same authority as director of the branch, specializing in Oracle actualization, wishes to execute the Apollos' reinstatement plan with their youngest sister, Rachel Claudius. Alright, since we just found out that it's their late father, Dr. Jeppius Claudius, deceased, age 53. Dr. Leia and Rachel's father was the project leader in development of the autonomous God-Arc soldier at Fenrir HQ. A specialist in Oracle actualization technology. On a trip outside of the base in 2071, he was assaulted by an unidentified Aragami and killed. Dr. Lee inherited all of his duties related to the God-Arc soldier's research after his death. And we met Director Graham. Director Grammy de Grimshaw. Director of Fryer and Special Advisor of Fenrir HQ, born January 24th, 176 centimeters, the highest authority in Fenrir. He has invested tremendous sums in Dr. Leia and Rachel's research into the God-Arc soldiers and blood, in addition to the Apollos' reinstatement project they proposed. Despite his status as Special Advisor of Fenrir HQ and his duties in Fryer, he is also the CEO of a large heavy industrial corporation. Alright. And us. Signed Fryer in 2074. Assigned to Special Forces Unit Blood. A medical checkup revealed that they possess an exceptional high compatibility and bias factor used by Blood. Joined Blood at the same time as Nana Katsuki. Got it. Alright. And what we got from Romeo again. Urgent. Regarding Yuno. You clearly weren't impressed enough when you met Yuno. As your superior, I feel compelled to fill you in. Yuno Ashihara performed the same. Born November 20th, 17 years old, singer of Nemesiana Satellite Base, who catapulted to fame with the song of Aria of Light. Read more in Day's people. I might give you a pop quiz. Cool. We did that first. Before we read your letter. Hey Romeo. So I've been thinking, we should go and meet Yuno after all. She should be in Director Grant's office about now. Well, I guess we could. Okay. It's a team building exercise. Burst in his office and get permission for us to be there. Once you get the okay, I'll come rushing in. I'll be on the lookout outside. Go teamwork. This is gonna go great. There are limits to what you can do with skills alone. If origami start to get tough, upgrade your God-Arc. Will do. Hey Julius. You must be getting used to the bow by now. Maybe it's time to teach you how to use the gun for. I'll be ready to go over you with this next time. For now, do you have any questions about tactics? And that's all the same stuff. Alright. Hey Nana. What? You going to the rector's office? I'm good with staying here. Probably the appropriate decision. I can't believe that Yuno came all the way here. Director Graham must have quite the connections. Is this Yuno that famous? Don't you know? She's a world-famous singer from the Far East. I bet she's got tons of fans in Fenrir. Graham creeps me out. Shush. Wifey hears you saying that. Not that I don't understand how you feel. But from another perspective, there are certain matters only a person like him can carry out. Without Director Graham, there'd be no Fryer and no blood. The world needs people like him too. Who's the redhead? Oh, that's Dr. Leah, Rachel's sister. She leads the development of the piloted God-Arc soldiers. She also serves as Fryer's acting commander when Director Graham is absent. I gotta go. Sure. See you later. Nope, no one's hanging up in the gardens. Alright, Rachel, we're probably gonna do something dumb. There is a deep joy in sowing the field and awaiting its bounty. You and your squad have given me that. I am truly blessed to be able to watch over Blood's progress. Please, do your best. Alright. This can only go well. Huh? Where's Yuno? Likely in a helicopter on the way back to the Far East branch. No, we missed her! Who are you, boy? Oh, wait, I remember. You're the second-term blood candidate. I've seen your files. And you? What do you do? Are you Dr. Rachel's assistant or something? Well, he is our leader, so I gotta ass-kiss him, I'm sure. Manned or unmanned, I have no doubts that the Galaric Soldier will be able to safeguard humanity's future. I established the Galaric Soldier program myself, you know. I built the factory up from the ground up. Now we'll introduce ourselves. Well spoken, soldier. Keep your nose clean and you may find a spot in my personal guard. Fenrir is a complex organization. It's conservationists like me who keep peace. Glory-hungry, idiot young upstarts and arrogant branch types are always trying to stir things up. But I imagine you'll hear more about that soon enough. Well, if you aim to succeed, that is. You're rather popular, sir. So popular, you even know the amazing Yuno Ashihara. She's so incredible. Fool boy. It's just for work. Do I look like the type to mix military and civilian matters? Sorry, I didn't mean... Enough! Stop wasting my time. Get back to fighting origami or whatever you're supposed to do. Yes, sir. I'm so sorry. Well, that could have gone worse. Yeah, I don't have the materials to upgrade any of those. Yeah. Ah, we can make the Diamond de Ferro once we get some more pixie parts. And the Apaja. We just need an imploder. Support shield, we need an Ogre Fang. We need a Beetle Strand. And another Beetle Strand. Ah, we can make Gunner. Which Gunner just has burst gun attack. Sure, we'll put that on. Alright, new gear. Craft equipment for the first time. Yeah, so can we actually just make imploders? Currently, no. Blood's been assigned to a new mission. Are you ready for it? We'll see. Urgent business. This training mission will be carried out as a full unit. Bring down 2 ogre tails. They are small, highly mobile origami that often travel in large herds. To avoid getting blindsided during battle, first scout their locations, assess the situation, and then take them down one at a time. We'll do that. Alright. Let's rock.
Blood unit reading green. Region indicators reading green. We're good to go. Commence mission.
Perfect.
Commence operation. All God Eaters with me.
Alright, we'll go this way, so hopefully we'll miss one of the ogre tails. And they'll just be in this main part. Forgot. We have low stamina right now, so I can't just run. Hey, nice, a mistle. We'll probably be needing a bunch of those later. Yep, they're both here. Where are they going? Or are they just hanging out here?
No one escapes from me.
Alright, continue to run, buddy. That's one ogre tail down.
Origami has gone silent. Nicely done.
Don't know if the other one's after us still. Sounds like it. And now it doesn't. Yeah, nothing in here. Got it. So we've picked up all of the items. Yeah, I thought like I had an uppercut at some point. Well, not if I remember how to do it, we'll find out. And you're done. Perfect.
That was almost boring.
This was actually rather soothing.
Alright, so let's get Ignore Endurance. Alright, burst item effect duration, nice. And link aid recovery amounts. And what's this? Reward credits with a +1.
Scouting a new member for Blood, Rachel?
Precisely. In fact, I believe he arrived at Friar just today. I'm eager to see him in action.
Gilbert McLean. I know that name, but I can't remember from where.
Most likely the Fenrir Court of Inquiry. Mr. McLean made quite a name for himself during his time at the Glasgow branch.
Ah, of course. Fragging Gil, I should have known. He was indicted in the death of his senior officer, wasn't he? Rachel, is the Blood Unit truly so desperate for new members? The God Ark soldiers are strong enough on their own, surely.
No, my sweet sister. They will not be nearly strong enough. The blood power that the squad possesses is like a blade of will, honed to a perfect edge. A new catalyst will forge a stronger alloy. Remember, as long as we are together, we can overcome anything. We have come so far already. We can face even this challenge to humanity and create a new dawn for all humankind.
I know, Rachel. We will.
What the heck was that for?
What's going on here, soldier?
To be honest, things got kinda out of
All
hand.
I did was ask where he was transferring from, then he just hauled off and slugged me!
Are you the Blood Captain? I'm Gilbert McLean. You can call me Gil. As for the kid, well, he was out of line, so I socked him in the face. Just throw me in the brig or whatever you do here. I'm out.
That guy's fuse is way too short. I mean, what the heck was that about? It was just... Well, I probably could have been nicer about
Oh,
it.
for sure. You were being always say that violence never solves anything.
I thought being casual would open him up a little more.
I will overlook this exchange for now, Romeo. But it is up to you to find Gilbert and fix this. I won't have animosity on the field.
What? No way. You saw him. He's crazy. Crazy!
You two, make sure you back him up. Understood?
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to patch things up with him? He's like an animal. An animal, I tell...
Yes. Also, he's Dio. Alright, cool. Damien. Today's lesson's on polearm type weapons. If you have any questions, I got your answers. Alright, about polearms. Boost hammers. What are boost hammers? Assume they're just heavy and slow. And you'd be dead wrong. Heavy, sure, but that's just the front. Use boost ignition to smash your foes with super speed. The short blade is nothing on this. Alright, who should use them? They're for people who just want to crush their foes to strong, swift strikes. However, boost ignition rapidly depletes stamina. Learning how to use it well is the key. Guy tips. From boost ignition, boost rush initiates a combo attack, and boost drive propels you at the enemy. Either can be changed to a powerful boost impact, mastering all three to deal real damage. Alright. About charge spears. What are charge spears? Charge spears have mobility and piercing power. Thanks. Who should use them? Like short blades, they're for those who prefer to hit and run attacks on the front lines. Charge glide lets you charge in the air and on the ground, and backflip is great for evading attacks. Got any tips? Charge glide can also lead you to combo attacks. After the spear opens, its attacks are stronger. Dominate with hit and run and wear down foes with combos. Master these and victory will be yours. Alright, and this one, which is just immediate roast. What are variant sights? Variant sights excel in reach and mobility. They look so deadly and are brutal in action. With extended bite form, this weapon spouts sinister blades and grows many times its original length. Everyone's surprised the first time you use it, and then they never want to use any other weapon. Directly called out. Who should use them? I recommend them for anyone who wants to mow down whatever enemy they can lay their hands on. Extended bite cuts down spots enemies with great reach and many powerful, massive blades. Got any tips? Round Fang can change the extended bite into extended combo effect when fighting a crowd of origami. Vertical Fang tears apart the heads of your foes, while Cleat Fang shreds through their insides. Those techniques will leave you exposed, but if you mess with them, you can deal severe damage. Alright, cool. Yeah, so just check the database. Hey Julius. Whenever a new kid came to the orphanage, there was at least one scuffle with the old guard. But us, our lives are in each other's hands now. We all need to reach an understanding, or else. I'll do what I can. Yeah, alright. I'll let you handle this one. Thanks. Alright, what we got going on? From Leah. To all members of Blood, for those of you new to Blood, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Lita Claudius, head of your prayers R&D department. I hope you will thrive under Rachel's guidance and play an active role in this glorious organization we call Friar. I hope you can eat once you're settled. Best of luck. Alright, so we have we don't know who Kate is, but we've met Gilbert. Gilbert McLean, age 22, joined Fenrir Glasgow branch in 2069, transferred to Friar in 2074, born May 15th, height 185 centimeters, assigned to the Special Forces Unit Blood, although he possesses 5 years of experience in the battle in Glasgow. His off-duty clashes with fellow unit members are a cause for concern. Due to his compatibility with the P66 bias factor, his first-generation Godark has been upgraded to a 3rd Gen 1. Godark 3rd Generation Charge Spear and Assault Gun. And have we met any origami? Ah yes, Cocoon Maidens. A unique type of immobile origami that resembles a gun turret. Since its discovery in the Americas, it has spread throughout the globe. However, it has never been seen on the move. Though it travels underground at night. Its attacks include high-density long-range lasers and short-range poison spikes hidden in its body. The best strategy is to quickly shift behind it to strike. Attack element none, weakness, blaze, freeze, and spark. Alright. Alright, where's the... Well, here's Romeo. Listen, I didn't mean to say anything to hurt him. It was just a little joke. An icebreaker. He must have had a reason. I know that much, okay. Maybe I should have phrased it in a nicer way. Come on. Why do you have this happen to me? Hey, Nana. When I offer people own sandwich to different people, I get all kinds of reactions. I think the ones who earnestly accept them are good people like you. Most laugh and make fun of me. Sometimes people just refuse. I tend to get a feeling that they're trying to escape something. I hope Remy and Gil can get along. Hey, members of Blood have been given the P66 bias factor. The normal guys get the P53. I heard that the P66 bias factor is more conducted to resonance, whatever that means. Alright, so where'd Gil go? Oh, he's up here. So what's going on? Oh, it's you. Have they decided how to punish me yet? Please apologize to Romeo. I can handle it, no problem. That Julius guy's the captain, right? I didn't think he'd be so prickly about this. I did what I had to do, when it needed to be done, and I won't apologize for that. I'm sorry for causing problems so early, though. I'll talk to that Romeo kid later. You can always talk to me. You're a bit prickly too, eh? Just like Captain Romeo. Hey, whatever happens, I get the job done. Simple as that. Look, a lot of things happen back in Scotland. I'll tell you about it another time. Maybe it's best to start over. I'm Gilbert McLean. I transferred from the Glasgow branch. I may be the new guy in Blood, but I've been a god here for 5 years. I'm good at what I do. Nice to meet you. Alright. Don't worry so much, I'll apologize to Romeo later. I promise. Well, I'll see you around. Cool. Dr. Rachel. In bad times and good, in days of joy and days of anger. We're all in this together. Always. Blood is a family. Never forget that. And Dr. Leah. Director Graham is resting right now. Did you need something? What are you doing here? Didn't Rachel say? In addition to developing piloted Godark soldiers, I filmed for Graham when needed. What are the Godark soldiers? Coming to scope out your competition, eh? I kid. But the Godark soldiers are top secret. At this point, I can only tell you it's already listed in the database. Sorry. Alright. I was hoping to see you. Oh. For a member of Blood, you're a smooth talker, kid. I'll remember that about you. Nothing in particular. The director doesn't like visitors coming without any business. You do well to remember that. Thanks for breaking up a little of the tedium. See you later. Alright, cool. Alright, I spoke. Oh, what should I do? I'm just not very good at these sort of things. I spoke with Gil. Yeah, so that's what he told you, huh? Alright. I'll apologize to you. Sorry for troubling you with this. It's all good now. We'll see if it's all good. Hey, Julius. Thanks for saying mass with Gil and Romeo. I was right to leave it to you. They have this way of setting people at ease. Both Romeo and Nana said much about you. Well, now that that matter is settled, do you have any questions about guns? Teach me how to use guns. Alright then, there are 4 types of guns. Let's start with the easier ones. Assault and sniper rifles. Assault. What are assault guns? Assault guns rapidly fire shots with a low OP cost. Assault guns can stagger enemies, making the rounds ideal for stopping origami in the tracks. Who should use them? They're best for shooters who prefer providing rapid-fire support over dealing damage. Some assault shots will restore OP when they hit an enemy. Now that's hard to pass up. Got any tips? The drawback shot allows you to shoot while dodging backwards. Thanks? And sniper rifles. What are sniper guns? A sniper gun has a long effective range and high velocity shots. With variable magnification sights, these weapons are tailor-made for long-range shooters. Who should use them? They're best for shooters who like to take aim with care and a long distance. They're not for the impatient. Any tips? Be sure to make good use of the stealth field. It'll temporarily conceal you from origami, but fair warning, you can't use it once they've already spotted you. Alright, cool. We spotted a large pack of origami ahead. Graham has requested help from the nearest branch. Secure the route for our support's arrival, so that they can get there as safely as possible. Alright. Spring Awakening. Alright, so we got a bunch of small-scale origami we're dealing with. A herd of small origami comprised mostly of ogre cells has been detected in the ruins outside of the academic city. God Eaters have been called upon to quickly purge this infestation. Stay wary of range attacks from the immobile origami such as cocoon maidens. Lure other origami outside of their range and bring them down at once. Alright. Let's rock. Alrighty then. Well, if it wasn't in the middle of that fire, that would have been great. Alright, that's one dead spike down.
Let out. Your burst status is fading.
I'm aware. There we go. Alright, just the ogre tail left.
Engaged origami retreating to feed.
No one escapes from
You put that mission to shame. I'm very proud.
way too easy.
Also,
How do you take?
I just want to kick back and relax.
Are you tired?
yeah, we probably just need
I
to
think you can probably handle
check,
something a little tougher.
radio, like radio options. Alright, bond break up. AP, we'll just get AP up,
Allow me to...
since none of those guys had bond breaks to worry about. Alright, so we got Hate Effect level 2, and Oracle level 1, and that Burst Recovery Speed level 2. Nice. Got some Dryad parts, excellent, and Beetle parts.
So you are of the blood unit.
Yeah.
Oh, please, relax. It's only natural to be nervous, but I assure you, all is well. Now that I'm here, you need never fear again.
Why do I fear more that you're here?
Oh, forgive my dreadful manners. A knight in the service of the Far East Branch's glorious 1st Unit fighters, I am Emil von Strasbourg.
Nice. Good seeing you, pal.
Yes, this friar is truly a majestic vessel, is it not? Impressive, yet tasteful. Yet beyond the horizon, the Aragami Scourge awaits, plotting to hinder this vessel's blessed voyage. You are undoubtedly gripped by fear. Yet I say unto thee, take courage, friends, for I am here. I shall stand firm and defend you. You shall know no fear whilst beside me.
Well, good. Thanks.
Don't be shy, my friend. It is my sworn duty to help the weak. That is the truth of chivalry.
Real, it's not necessary.
Be not ashamed of your helplessness, weakness, impotence, for I shall be beside you in battle.
Why am I worried when you're bringing this up? Go back to your branch.
Ah, you wish to man the ramparts of thine own ship. Of course, 'tis crucial to keep appearances. I see in you a kindred spirit. It will be an honor to ride into battle beside you.
Alright,
Let
then.
us fight, cheek by jowl, blades shining bright to all mankind. Our victory is all but assured. Fight on, my comrades in combat.
Well, that's weird.
Yes. Also, now that we've met him, Emil. Emil von Strasbourg, age 20. Joined Fenrir German branch in 2073. Transferred to Fenrir Far East branch in 2074. Born April 23rd. Height 173. A young god eater assigned to the Far East First Unit. His abilities are passing, but his dedication to chivalry means he'll never give up. Although he never retreats, he fails quite often. The first Bruce Hammer wielder in the Far East. God Arc 2nd Generation Bruce Hammer and Blast Gun. Got it. And from Emil. Knights! The hour of our victory draws near. I will declare this again. Take it to your soul. I, Emil von Strasbourg, pledge that our victory is already assured. However, our victory here will not be over our enemy, but over the weakness of our own hearts. To overcome this foe, the friendship and help of our fellow knights is essential. Let us inspire, encourage, and lead each other to victory. Let us raise our cups together on the dawn of our victory, brought about our unity and love. Okay then. And from Gil. Gil came and apologized for punching me. We talked about a lot of stuff, but I think it's all good now. Thanks for worrying about me, even though this was something I had to do myself. I'm gonna keep doing my best. Let's all work together. Got it. Yeah. Already did a polearm discussion. Alright. This is Blood's first time working without taking it. We're giving this everything we got. Is there anything you want clear up beforehand? How should I fight? Yeah. So just the same stuff. Alright, before we talk to Fran. These origami aren't giving me much time to settle in. Well, no matter. All I have to do is kill whatever gets in my way. Hey, Romeo. Alright. It's high time we show everyone what blood is made of. God ears from the Far East Branch are coming. There's no better chance than to prove our worth. I hear some origami are coming if the Far East Branch is in support. It must be bad. Now I'm getting nervous. Better eat something while I can. Alright. The swarm of origami have shut off our route. With the aid of the Far East Branch, destroy them. Alright, we have Pit Fight, which we have our first mid-scale origami here. This is a joint mission with the Far East Branch. Exterminate the dead spike infestation in the abandoned factory. While dead spikes are not very dangerous, their presence can lure larger origami hungry for easy lunch. Prepare for anything. A powerful electrical surge thought to belong to an origami has been detected nearby. Yes, we can take Julius, or Nana, or Romeo, since the rest are fixed. But yeah, we're fine with this. Oh, we can't change radio settings yet. Thought we could. Oh, I know. Here's radio options. Yeah, you can change radio messages and display settings. Be sure not to miss vital information on the mission. Alright, cool. Yeah, I want those to have, like, subbed. Alright, yeah, that seems fine. Alright then, let's rock.
Ready to commence the mission? Good luck out there.
Alright then. Yeah, we're just at the water treatment plant now. Nice.
Origami neutralized.
Alright, so the other one, this isn't near us, so we can just take a look around. Until we'll be picking this stuff up, because I'm sure we'll be needing it at some point.
This is a wide-band emergency broadcast.
Well, I guess it's here.
Hostile just appeared out of nowhere. Stay alert.
Alright, so this must be the electrical storm we were worried about. Yep, right there. There we go. Got a streamer there.
First status is nearing expiration.
Doing great.
Engaged origami retreating to feed.
Alright, we'll let you divert. Yeah, we still gotta take care of this dread spike.
Origami has gone silent. Nicely done. Blood Alpha. Burst status is nearing expiration.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Well, before we continue fighting, there we go, let's pick that up, and now we're back in. Need to leave. Alright, cool. There we go. Not great. There we go, broke some armor. Sure you are, buddy. I say it's we don't have sensitive, so I can't see its remaining health. Alright. Yeah, buddy, you're not healing. There we go.
Target kill confirmed.
Usanova.
Your ride is en route.
Alright, Hunger Fang, another Hunger Fang, and a Hunger Tine.
Maybe we can grab some shut-eye before we head back.
Ah, the sweet wine of victory. Drink hearty, my friends. Drink deep.
And now, we shall have a short break.
Alright, cool. Alright, so... There we go. Don't know why my controller DC'd. Let's get money.
I bestow upon you a meal's ultra-royal support.
Alright, ignore endurance level 4. Nice. Ooh, burst enemy HP vision. Reduce guard damage. Alright, break your first enemy bond. Alright, you've obtained a ticket. You can exchange tickets for collected materials and Argon materials at terminal. You can get tickets as rewards on missions. They are very useful supplements for upgrading and crafting items. Also just for selling for large amounts of money. Yeah, we got a bronze F and A ticket.
So, that was the last of them?
Ah!
Huh? What's that?
Creature of darkness, I, Emil, with strength of arms and knightly valor, shall return you from whence you came!
Perfect.
All right. Not a bad showing. Now, you face my true strength. Skill attack, Emil! Special! Ultra! Such strength!
What the hell? Come on, let's take care of that thing.
Nay, come not near. Leave this beast to me. I shall show you the power of a knight gallant! Prepare yourself! Face death, you beast from the...
We don't have time for this. We'll handle it. I'm getting real tired of this kind of... Huh? Oh, whatever.
Every battle a God-Eater faces is a noble quest undertaken. In this world, drowning in despair, God-Eaters bring the shining ray of hope to humanity. Justice will prevail. We will have a better tomorrow. Justice will not lose. we will look towards the future. And thus I, Emil von Strasbourg, a true and honorable knight, shall never be defeated!
Well, at least he finally got it.
Would you look at that? The idiot actually did it.
Yeah, I did it! This is a grand day for knighthood and chivalry! Victory!
Perfect. Alright, anyone new in here? No. Alright. So, development department. New clothing. New clothing can now be ordered from the terminal. For men, we have tigers, vests, sporty tops, and baggy pants. For women, we have kittens, halters, puff sleeve tops, and shorts. For both men and women, we have high school uniform, Kazone line, summer, and roughs are all out. You can preview the complete look before ordering. Have fun coordinating. And trainer of PR. Subject. Notifications of product shipment. This is notice of from trainer of PR, rations, energy drink, and health drink. The above products are available in the vending machine. Energy and health drink raise the ability at the cost of lowering others. Be sure to use drinks only when the situation calls for them. Got it. And from Fran. Urgent. Regarding future missions, Fryer has assigned missions to everyone based on their abilities and performances. In the same manner, missions assigned by Fryer during joint operations will be led by Fryer. Therefore, Blood should assume command on all missions assigned to. We ask for your cooperation in avoiding confusion regarding the chain of command. Got it. Yeah, we still need a Pixie Elemancer and a Freeze Ogre Fang now. Ah, nice. We can get the gun from that Argon we just beat. And we can get the Dark Eye now, which has a bunch of Dryad parts. Except those are bucklers, not shields. Yeah, what do these have? Well, you have health. You have enemy HP vision, which will probably just have that on. Yeah, we'll just have on the support shield for now. Yeah, we need to have upgrade parts. Alright, bearing. What's this do? Gets me dexterous, silencer, gets me full muted. Nice. We need another pixie shell for impact armor. So let's have on silencer. There we go. Now they shouldn't be able to aggro us from, at least from sound. Alright, Julius. Nice work on that mission. Now you can get some rest while you can. Oh, and I'm ready to go over the rest of the gun types if you're interested. Let me know. Alright, what do you got? Blast guns and shotguns. How about blast guns? Blast guns boast high power and wide blast radius. Their OP cost matches the high damage. Be sure to conserve ammo when you most need it. Who should use them? I recommend them for people who want to deal damage in an area of targets with a single shot. But be careful if your allies don't get caught in the blast. This kind of firepower needs proper timing. Any tips? Be sure to use Oracle Reserve ability to store your current OP in your God Arc for later use. You can build up your reserve up to 1,000 OP. That's 10 times your starting supply. Alright, and shotguns. Shotguns are designed for mixing into close combat, or for when you suddenly run into an enemy. Buckshot deals more damage the closer you are to an enemy. The thing behind this is it's easy to use. Who should use them? I recommend them for fighters who like to stay on the front line face to face with the enemy. In other words, they're not for fighters who always keep their distance. Any tips? Rush fire charges on enemies, since you stop when you fire. It's also a way to reposition. Mix up with close range weapons and make good use on the front lines. Alright. Here you, Nana. I mean, he's a funny guy, isn't he? Sure. Funny. I'm not really into tea, but he gave me a bunch of sweets to eat, so it must be alright. Hey, Emil. Except we checked out the archive, not talk to Emil. Probably the appropriate decision. That was a tough battle, but mankind lived another day. May this tea refreshen us, our weary warriors. You who bears this noble purpose, share a cup with me. Do you prefer lemon or milk in your tea? Lemon. Lemons, indeed. Such a noble scent is most fitting for dignified warriors of blood. A fitting choice. Wait right here. I'll be ready in a moment. Hey, Romeo. Our next target's a Congo. Yeah. Keep on your toes. They can move fast. They got good hearing, so if you change your God Arc for them, they'll come swarming. The battle can be messy if other origami join in. You could use noise to lure a Congo away. How was that? I sound like Julius, right? Well, that's the hope. Let's see. There we go. Get some O ampules now. Blood has been ordered to eliminate Congo. Your target roams wider than other origami. We've detected multiple origami packs. After your target's down, split up and search the area. Please proceed with extreme caution. Are you ready for the mission? Alright, chance encounter. This is a joint mission with the Far East Branch. Destroy 2 Congos. Congos are mid-sized, highly mobile origami that possess keen senses. Spark attacks are effective against them, so prepare accordingly. After destroying your target, split up and search the area for any remaining origami. Alright, we'll bring Gilbert along. Alright. Romeo said he wanted to instruct you on how to fight the Congo. You might want to hear him out. Alright, we'll talk to Romeo. Yeah, which is, we already heard that stuff. Since we were told about the Congo, are they added to the database first? No, it's not yet, but we do have, Usabara. An origami resembling a crocodile, native to South America, recently discovered. It has made many inroads into areas with large amounts of water. Like a crocodile, its tremendous jaws are powerful and deadly. Unlike a crocodile, it has an augmented to generate electricity used to attack. Bond breaks weakening it significantly, and should be attempted if possible. Attack element Spark, Weakness, Blaze, and Freeze. Alright, and we have the Abaddon. They're essentially new, I believe, armors. A mysterious origami that appears without warning disappears into parts unknown. Sightings of this origami are few and far between. But as of now, they have been reported to have never attacked the God Eater. Their bodies contain extremely rare cores, and thus are highly sought after. However, their speed is uncanny. Pursue them with your own risk. Attack element None. Weakness, Blaze, Freeze, Spark, and Divine. Alright. Actually... yes, sort. Yeah. Oh, we do have, oh, we do have some selling materials. So, sort carried items. Here we go. Excellent, I want these. Yeah, I want these there. Cool. Alright, let's rock.
We've confirmed the God Eater's arrival in the combat area. Let's get to work.
Alrighty then.
Operation commence.
Congas aren't here yet. Cool. Just got a number of ogre tails. Oh, there's a Congo. There we go. Let's just take care of this ogre tail. Very good. Alright, is that the one that we took down? Well, it's gone now, so I can't tell. Alright, if I remember right, its tail is actually its weak point, but breaking that might be a bit of an issue. Mainly because we have it back into a corner. There we go. That's gonna be it. Nope, that's another charge. Thought that was a spin. There we go. Broke its horns. There we go. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Nice. Alright, at least we chunked it down a little bit, so hopefully we won't be healing off of those shots. Alright, it's about halfway down. go. There we go. Broke its mask. Ooh, nice. Some type of trap. Alright. Let's heal up first. Where's it going? It's just on the other side. Got it. Yeah, not really anything to do about it right now. Nope, not enough Oracle left. Wonderful. Nice. Alright, let's just get back to the center part, 'cause that's probably where it's hanging out. And there you are. We got this. There you go, Gil. Holy crap, whiffed all of my shots. There we go, broke the tail. Can we break the horns? Yep. Nope. No, you're not. Good job. Almost got him. Great. I thought Sail would take more shot damage than that.
Mission accomplished, of course. I shouldn't have worried so much.
Done. Let's call extraction and head home.
Maybe we can grab some shut-eye before we head back.
Not enough fun for you?
I think you can probably handle something a little tougher.
Probably. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, let's get bond break up.
You know, you're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Alright, I'm effect. And hidden attack. And melee attack. Nice. Shared power. Successfully use a leap burst. Got a bunch of Symbian parts, looking good.
Attention! My god arc isn't working! Not good, not good, not good! Ugh.
What the?
Huh? What's happening?
Awesome! Just like the captain's.
Observe. The blood power has finally awakened. That beast was strong, Vice Captain. You did well.
Alright, cool. So we finally met, what that was, it's a Scion. So yes, it actually turned off Emil's God Arc. But we don't know that yet. Alright, you can now learn Blood Arts by using close combat weapons. Each weapon type has a different set of Blood Arts. You can view obtainable Blood Arts at the terminal. Yeah, so for the very precise Blood Arts. Alright, Blood Arts are acquired by using close combat weapons and raising its chance of awakening. The chance of awakening rises when Aragami are hit with the correct attacks. At 100%, a new Blood Art is learned. Only one Blood Art can be used in a single mission. Use your favorite techniques as often as possible. Yeah, so we just have yeah, so it's like to learn these, it's just use attack, basic attack, attack 2, heavy attack, step attacks, aerial attacks. Use Round Fang and yeah, both use it for Round Fang. Cleave Fang. Alright, yeah. So, starting off, since it's the only one that we know, we'll just put this on. Use the Blood Art often enough and his power will grow. But to earn the next one is to get Phantom Razor 2. We get XP on hit and more XP on a crit. Alright, so Phantom Razor creates an Oracle Blade to join your God Arc's attack. So I think that does it hit twice, I think? I forget. I mean, we can check. I forget which category it's in. Stuff about Gil, Fenrir Far East Branch, Sunken Grid, Wailing Plains. Yeah, I forget where we can actually look up stuff on it. But we fought a Congo, so we can take a look at this. An origami with the body of a sturdy ape. Quick movements and all attacks are its bread and butter. When it sees humans, it immediately moves into attack. Native to Eurasia's far east, the pipe-like organs on its back fire powerful blasts of pure air. When active, it becomes both faster and stronger. Its ears are also extremely sharp, and it will rush towards any sound a battle hears. Stay quiet, stay safe. Attack, and once done, weak to blaze and spark.